Hello again. Well, we're on the other side now, so I guess I'll talk to you a little bit more. I didn't tell you much about while I was stationed in London. I was stationed up there in all for about 6 months, and I didn't realize I had, well, such a good time until I came down here. Then I realized what I'm missing. I'll really be glad to get back. While I was up there, I had a pretty good time. In all, I went with about 7 or 8 different girls. One mostly. Of course, I wrote you about her, but I haven't seen her since I've been down here, and I guess it's for the best. Anyway, enough of that. Uh, the weather while I was over here, well, it wasn't bad, not as bad as I expected. I read all these books while I was home and at Shepherd about it being raining so much and everything. It rained a lot in December, but not as much as I really expected. We had a real mild winter. It wasn't bad at all. Matter of fact, we had one snow, and I never will forget it. I know me and this 2 girls and this other boy went to this place to get some bitters to go, and we also got some cider. And we was going to this one girl's brother's house to have a party, and it turned out that her brother wasn't going to let us have the house that night because he had other plans, and so there we was standing on the sidewalk drinking cider out of a bottle, and it was pouring down snow. That was the only snow we had while I was up there. And so the weather wasn't bad at all. The work up there, I didn't really care much for the work up there. Of course, right now I don't care much for the work down here. Of course, you know me, I don't care much for work anyway. While I was up there, I operated an IBM machine. I was, well, what you'd call a key punch operator. I operated it and took care of documents. My sergeant up there, I liked him real well. I hated to leave him. The sergeant I got down here now, the one that's in the hospital, I don't care much for him. He's an alright guy whenever you're, when you're not working. When you're working for him, he's just like a bloodhound or something or other. We've got into it once or twice, and I just told him what I thought of him, but maybe I shouldn't do that, but he gets me so mad sometimes I have to. But we're getting the work pretty well straightened out down here now, so he should be better when he comes back from the hospital. One thing I must say, London really is a marvelous city. Of course, I've lived in Kentucky all my life, and I've never been north till I got shipped overseas, and, well, it's sort of a real big thing with me. At first, I expected more of London. Of course, I arrived there in the daytime, and it didn't look like much to me, but now that I look back on it, it really is a nice place, and I miss it a lot. I belong to a lot of clubs up there. I guess you wonder what I mean by clubs. Do I mean FFA or 4-H or something other like that? But the clubs up there, see what it is. You go down there, it's sort of a nightclub like, or a discotheque, where you go and dance to bands, and it has funny atmospheres. Like some places they're illuminated. They got funny pictures on the walls, and one place I belong to called Birdland. It's like a cave on the inside, and they got a stage there with bongo drums on it, and girls and guys, they just get up there and beat on the drums whenever they feel like it. It's a real wild place, and they got birds setting up everywhere. I belong to a place called Roxacue. That's a discotheque. And let's see, there's the Deflate Mouse. That's down in Soho. I guess I've told you something about that place. It's pretty wild down there. And I belong to Whiskey A Go-Go. That's over top of a Wimpy Bar. A Wimpy Bar, by the way, is what you might call our hamburger places back in the States. Over here they call them Wimpy Bars and Wimpy Burgers and all this. And Whiskey A Go-Go, it's got a big plate glass window, and they got girl bartenders all in there. And the drinking age over here is 18. And, well, they serve just about anybody, really, though. I've seen 14 and 15-year-old girls come into a place and get served. As long as they're members, it doesn't really matter. And, well, I went to, like, one place downtown. They have real funny laws over here. Me and this friend of mine, we went into a place called the Can. It's a restaurant-like. We went down into downstairs part, the cellar part, and we wanted to order a drink. And she says, I can't serve you. It was about 11:30 at night. In London, they have later licensing laws. And she said that we had to order something to eat before they could serve us something to drink. So we ordered a bowl of soup. And she brought us a bowl of soup and then said we could drink all night long. Of course, we just had one drink. We just wanted one drink before we went back to base. and sat there, and it had a real nice atmosphere. That had a piano player down there. Of course, the place wasn't too crowded. It might have been its off night or something other. I mentioned Soho. Well, that's the sleazy part of London, what you might say, the dives and stuff. It's really gyp joints and places like that. It's down by Piccadilly Circus, which is where most of your lights are in London. I've got some pictures of that place. And Soho, you really wouldn't believe it. It's a filthy place, really. It's got, I guess, every kind of smell in the world there. You can walk along the streets and on one block smell about 30 different smells, I guess. And the people you see down there, they're really something to see. There's guys playing accordions with a box for you to put money in, and guys with their legs cut off, rolling around on a little skateboard-like, trying to get money, and they're beatniks, and well, you're just all kinds of people, you know. You meet just about every kind of people in the world over here. I've met, like one party I went to over in North London, met some Africans there, and met some Irish girls, some German girls. Of course, they could speak English. I met some people there that they couldn't speak English. I didn't talk to them very much, though. I'm not very good at sign language. I guess I told you about when I do get back to London, I get to move off base. Well, the deal on this is, see, there's 28 guys in the barracks up there, in the medical barracks. And right now, if I was back there right now, I would be number 8 from the top. When a new guy comes in that's lower ranked than you, he moves a top-ranking man off, which I'm 8 from the top right now. And when the guy moves off, he goes and finds him a house. You get around $150 extra a month, which pays for your food and housing. You get $50 extra just for being in the London area, which to me, I think is really, really good. Most of the guys, they get them a little bed sitter, what they call it, room, where you just have a bed and a closet, like a little room in somebody's house. And then again, some of the guys, they go in together, 3 or 4 guys, and they get them a whole flat, which I like that idea better. Some of my friends up here have flats, and they've really got it made. About 3 guys go in together, and they put their money together and get them a flat, and then they can just do as they please, and they really have a lot of fun. They go in together and get a car, and it's just like being a civilian living in an apartment, you know. Well, I guess I've talked about enough about me for the time being. I've told you about everything. I guess I've covered everything. If there's anything you want to know, just send it back on a tape or write and ask me. I guess I could tell you a little bit more. I've gained a little weight since I've been over here. I weigh right close to 150 pounds now. My beard's got a little rougher, of course. This shaving every day, that makes it rougher, I believe. I can go 2 days now without shaving and I look a mess. I'm going to try to keep myself in pretty good shape. I want to, whenever I do get out of the service, and I don't plan on making a career out of it, as soon as I get out, the better. I want to come back and go to college because I can see right now where I'm going to need an education. I sure don't want to be working for a boss all my life. I hate to be bossed around, I know that right now. But that's a long time off yet. When y'all do send this tape back, if you do, tell me all about what you've been doing and what you're going to do. Best way to do it is just to write down what you want to say and just take it from there. That's the way I've been doing. It don't come out real good. It don't sound maybe like you're just talking. Of course, you can talk if you get the subject you want to talk on. But just try to talk as much as you can. I'd like to hear from y'all. Sometimes I guess you say, oh, he wouldn't be interested in that, but you'd be surprised. Some of the little things is what really counts the most. I like to hear about all my friends. I'm writing 3 or 4 people, and they send me some of the news sometimes. I appreciate that paper y'all sending me. I get a little news out of that. By the way, I read in the paper the other day, it looks like all my friends are getting married on me. Herschel, he's not married yet, though. Maybe when I get back, if he's not married, well, I'll have somebody to run around with. I've been kind of experimenting over here at the photo hobby shop. I think I sent y'all a picture, didn't I? I'm not sure whether I did or not. Did I develop myself? Well, that pictures I did develop myself didn't come out real good. I'm taking some more and black and white, which that's all they've got equipment over there to do, and I can make enlargements and everything off of that. Of course, I need a different camera, but I'll make do with the one I have got. One boy over here, he makes some real good pictures of himself. They come out real good. And I'll see what I can do about sending y'all some more pictures. Well, I guess I better get ready and close here pretty quick. It's getting about my bedtime. I about filled up the tape anyway. I didn't think I could do it, but I guess I have. Me and my big mouth all the time running off. When and if you all do make a tape and send it back, try to send it back airmail, because if you send it by boat mail, it'll take a month for it to get here. I'm going to send this airmail. I don't know what it costs. It shouldn't be too much. It's a small tape. If you want to keep this tape, just go out and buy another one. They're real cheap. This one cost me 47 cents, I think it was. And you can keep this one till I send you another one or write to you or something other. If not, go ahead and erase this one. I guess Ricky knows how to do it if he had a tape recorder, or whoever you're at playing this. And you'll be able to send it on back to me. If you are playing this at a neighbor's house, I want to thank them for letting you play it at their house. And I really appreciate it. Well, I'm about to end the tape now, so I better close. I miss y'all. Wish I was there, but I can't be, so be good. Be good, and let me hear from you as soon as you can. So I'll close for now. Goodbye, everybody.